say this is God. Right? Is everybody following what I'm saying? This is God. He wants to reach us. What does he do? He gets to a man. He gives him the assignment. But that man cannot reach us. That man needs a group of people who will collect what God gave him. They don't go to God to get. Are you what I'm saying? They come to the man that has received. But not every man. Okay, I need another set of people looking different. Is it? Look at something. Move here, please. You stand here. God wants to reach the earth with different instructions and assignments. He gets somebody. He's on suit. This suit helps these people to identify who they are attached to. These people, they are dressing natives, helps them identify who they are connected to. So you don't follow any type of person. There's something on the inside. When you hear the person, your destiny begins to connect. That is why a Peter can start with a John the Baptist, but will not continue with a John. Why? His destiny is connected to Jesus. You don't follow men because they are wise. You don't follow men because they are anointed. You follow men because their destiny is intertwined with yours. That is what Oprah did not understand, which Ruth understood. And said to Naomi, you don't understand. It has nothing to do with whether I'm coming. No, my destiny is attached to your people, to your God. So I can't go back. When you identify the person who speaks the language your spirit resonates with, he may not look like the big and grandiose like all the others. If you follow the others because their name is big, you will miss your destiny. When they began following Jesus, Jesus had nothing. Yet that was the global voice for their destiny. So God gives a word. This is God. Both of them come to receive from God. So these people can easily connect with him. At times people are changing church because they are looking for the voice. No, you didn't. No. There are people when they leave, don't be angry. They have left my church. Ask yourself, is their destiny connected? Paul said, if they were with us, they should have stayed. There are people whose job is they follow you to find their way. When they have seen their way, they leave you. There are those who, when they come, their job is to bring somebody and then they go. I wish we understood what I'm trying to say. So you don't get angry with people. When you are this person, your job is to represent valuable so that these people can identify you. If you are this person who is receiving from God and you like this dress and you go and buy this dress and you wear, you will not attract these people. God is calling you to a particular design, but you like listening to Pastor Chris. You'll be speaking Pastor Chris's language. and your people will not be able to hear you. They can't identify with you. Welcome, Apostle. They can't identify with you. Why? You're different. You don't resemble what they are looking for. Whereas you are the one they are being called to. So my advice to pastors is, what is your assignment? Represent it. Know it. Be bold about it. So that the people on suit can identify that he's wearing a suit. And they can follow. The Lord gave a word. But great is a company of those that. So this person may start, he may join. But after a while does not feel as if he's part of this company. And he leaves. And then you begin to curse people. It doesn't. So if God has called you like this, pattern it according. He said to Moses, make sure you build it according to the pattern I showed you. And one of the things we understand about ministry is that ministry is progressive. There are people who at the beginning see the full picture. There are those who it is in the following of God that they see the picture. Peter's assignment was not detailed to him from the beginning. At the beginning, he was going to be a fisherman, an evangelistic assignment. When he started, 3,000 added into the church. But when Jesus was leaving, Jesus said, shepherd the flock. So his assignment actually was to be an apostle over the body. But he needed to start as an evangelist. And can I say this? That starting as an evangelist will attract certain people. When he moves to the next level, there are people who will not continue with him. Every ministry phase has people that come. If you are not careful, you'll be angry with those who left. Whereas you have changed face. There are people who will build with you. And they are all they do is foundation. But after that, the next level, they don't have the substance, the capacity, the understanding for the architectural structure you are building. At that level, you must change tools. So most ministries, when they are going through that phase, the people will say, Papa has lost the vision. Whereas, they are the ones that are not needed for the next phase. Follow this as I close. I still have, I think, 5 minutes also. Thank you. I've not even entered my message. So look at this. Tomorrow, right? Look at this. So God gives the word, but great is the company. He must have capacity to identify the people God have sent to him. Jesus had a crowd, but he prayed the whole night to pick these people who will become the building blocks for what his assignment is. That is his greatest challenge. Picking these people, communicating accurately what he's receiving. Because also if he misses the communication, these people have something in their spirit that resonates with what God said. They may have not been the people or the ones receiving from God, but when you hear from God, they will also hear from God. You know why you understand what I'm trying to say? Because it is in your spirit. The only reason why you can understand is because it is there. If my language is foreign, you will reject it. So by the time you are talking to them, their spirit will be picking exactly what God said. They may not have the right expression, but they will know when you are truthful. Follow this. My message today was to talk to these people, not even this person. How do you run with what God has said to his son? Because this is a challenge most pastors have. These people running with what God said to them. The Lord gave the word, no problem. But what are the structures, the systems, the processes that it takes for the fulfillment and manifestation of what God said? So God can give you a big vision, but you lack understanding to communicate the vision. Or you lack the right tools to communicate. You lack the right systems, structures. I've seen people with great visions, but that turns around them. No systems, no structures. So it dies with them. I prefer to take 10 years and stay on 50 people. Then the explosion takes place. Than to have 10,000 people in 10 years, and by 15 years, we are no longer existing. Seven things I just want you to understand. These people who are following this person, what are the 7 things required from this to run with this? Can I just drop that quickly? Permit me, please. Look at this. Number 1, let me just give you quickly. No, they are standing, not sitting. Number 1, the most difficult thing is for this man who is spiritual to work with the carnal people. A people who cannot read you from the spirit. You see, the joy imagine when you are praying, God tells you something and your father comes on Sunday and declares it. That's it is very difficult to run a church with carnal people. Worse still, carnal leaders. Your leader is saying, I have to go and die. Peter pulls him by the side. He says, Daddy, what are you talking about? You can't die. The Christ does not die. But that's the next level of Jesus. He's trying to resist. And he's sincere. But he's sincere in carnality. So if you have people who are not spiritual, they will resist the next level of the ministry. So when the man of God comes and says, now this is where God is leading us to, they say, last year you said God said. But you see, even the instructions of God are progressive. Yes, sir. God said to Abraham, take your son and sacrifice. He took the son. By the time he got to the mountain, if he didn't hear God the second time, he would have killed his son. And come and tell us that God asked him to kill his son. Did God say yes? Is that what God was saying? No. So what God said and what God is saying can be two different things. So we don't hear what God said. Let he that has an ear hear what the Spirit is, not what the Spirit said. The Spirit can tell you something now to displace you. That's the purpose. But you don't know. If God tells you go behind there, you will not go. So he will tell you go to the musician's seat. So as you're going, he now says 10 left. Continue. You get what I'm saying? But you will get up with the instruction that God said. And I've seen great ministries build their ministries on what God said. Now, 10 years or 20 years after, they are trying to shift. The congregation is resisting them, that they are changing their assignment. I can't call names. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Why? They presented what God said as if it is finality. The cloud keeps moving. All right, my Father, I don't just have time. But, so, number one, you look for people who are spiritual, who can drive the spiritual essence of the assignment, who can understand and hear you in the realm of the spirit. They can pick the frequencies. When the ministry is going down, they have the capacity to say that is something is, they can pick it up. Jesus is about to die. His most spiritual people are sleeping. He's begging them, tarry with me for 1 hour. They are all done sleeping. May you not come to that place where the people you're looking for to stand with you spiritually, they are the people causing you trouble.